too. So bring your feet nice and wide apart. I would say maybe a little wider than your shoulders. Soften your knees. And we're going to take it into a side bend to start. Inhale, reach up. We have not started our music. Exhale back through center, and we'll inhale to reach up on the other side. And exhale back through center. One more time, both sides. Big inhale, maybe get a little bit further across the body. Exhale back through center. And big inhale over to that second side. Exhale back through center. Bend the knees a little bit. Reach the arms up again. Exhale, arms back at the sides. And let's make our way over to our playlist, and we'll hit play as a team. In 3, 2, 1, hit it. And we'll come back to our space to get our warm up on. All right, so once we come back to our space, bring your feet to touch. We're gonna take it into a side squat, twist and stand, come back through center. Side squat, twist and stand, come back through center. So if it feels awkward, this is awkward. I want you to go slow, side squat, twist and stand. Last one over to the left, side squat, twist and stand. Good, bring your feet back together. We're gonna go into a lateral lunge and then switch your sides. So if you don't have a ton of space, feel free to make it a little conducive to your space. So I'm gonna move side to side here, and I still have plenty of room. You can still see form and alignment in the video. Good, keep on going. You got a couple more. We'll do one more per side. So over to the first side, over to the second side, and we're gonna start with hamstring curls. So if you're not jumping, you're gonna stay right here with me, add a little torso twist. So this is a little coordinated, right? So if I'm twisting over to my left, that means my right heel is drawing into my glute. Keep on going with this. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, reach up and pull. Our warm up, it's about 3 more minutes. So if you are like wondering how long this is going to be, just know everything has an expiration, including the warm up. Good. So we're pulling the knee into the chest. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the feet wide apart, turn the toes out. Then bring the hands right in front of the chest or right in front of the jawline, and we're gonna go for a cross punch. So getting that upper body torso twist, I'm bouncing the hips a little bit, and you can make it bigger if you want. Yeah, so we're just kind of getting some movement through our T-spine, our rib cage. Last 4, 3, 2, step your feet together, bring the elbows back, okay? Then push it up and return. Squeeze the legs together, pull. Reach, elbows extend back. Good. Team, we got about 2 minutes left. 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. If you're not jumping, again, it's gonna be a half jack. You do what you need to do to feel safe and to feel like you're working, okay? 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Step your feet together, bring yourself forward, reverse lunge, and switch. So we're just gonna take that little pause at the back, right? So I'm gonna stick my landing, squeeze, stick my landing, and squeeze. Keep going. Let's go ahead and move it into a curtsy lunge. Cross the hip. If this feels funky on the knee, feel free to keep it as a back lunge. So you're in that same plane of motion that we were just a moment ago, sagittal plane. Last one on the right side here. Last one on the left side. And let's roll those shoulders back. Big rolls. Part of the warm up. Work those shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5. Abs in tight. 3, 2. Reverse that circle. 1 more minute left on our warm up. Are we starting to feel it? I hope so. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms reach up, out, in, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Last one, up, out, in, and down. Join me on the floor. So we're not actually gonna be on the knees here. Hands are down, knees are off the mat. Hold, back is flat, neck nice and long. I'm gonna twist it over to the right, come back through center and twist it over to the left. Try not to dump into the shoulder head. Let's go one more time per side. To the front and to the back. Lower down to your back side. Bring the feet so that they're tabletop, arms reach up. Curl and release, 2 more. Exhale, curl and release. Last one here, curl, place the hands on the thighs, flex the feet, push. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Rock and roll your way up to stand. We're gonna start with our first block. Our first block is body weight, it's cardio. So, any questions up till now? Speak now or forever hold your pieces. And we're gonna get right on into it. So the first thing we've got is a jack and a jab. We're starting in about 5 seconds, looks like this. Jack, turn and jab, jack, turn and jab, yes? 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and get started on your jack and jab. Alternate your sides. Mandee, I'm not jumping. What does it look like? Half jack, turn. Half jack, turn. Half jack, turn. So you're pivoting off that foot, really working the hips, right? See if you can get a little snappy with your arm work. Pull it right on back, as if you really are guarding your face from some sort of interaction, right? So defensive patterns, 3, 2, and 1, hamstring curl. We did this in the warm-up. We stay here, fist to fist, twist. So just so you can see this from the side, abs in tight. Why would I say abs in tight? It's not just a verbal tick. If I feel any sort of tension in that lumbar, if I'm abs in, I'll feel a little more support. So Mandee, what if I want to make this harder? I jump it. It's actually a lot harder that way. You take care of you, you do you. You've got 15. Good, twist it. Fist to fist, don't let them leave. You're touching, you're magnetic. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Step your feet together. Lateral lunge, hop, hop. So we're making it a little more dynamic, a little more cardiovascular on these lateral lunges. I'm adding a little hop in the middle versus the warm-up. And if you want to add even more in, we're going to add a little twist. So you're driving that elbow up. You got it. Opposite palm or fist reaches for the floor. Get that little torso twist in here. Are you noticing a theme already? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet to the top of your mat. Reverse lunge, switch, rise. Reverse lunge, switch, rise. From the side, just so you can see it. I'm taking it back, jump, switching, and rising. Mandee, what if I'm not jumping? Just a traditional reverse lunge. That's it. No need to complicate things, right? So maybe I'm here today. Is that wrong? Nope. It's right where you need to be. Maybe I really get low and I find that little pause in my rev lunge. You got 9 seconds. Squeeze. 3, 2, and time. I could have done another lunge, but I didn't, so. All right, sip of water, we get a little Reiki view. Good news. We do that foursome of movement once more. That's it. So if you need anything, you've got about 15 seconds to take care of that. Ask questions if you need it. Otherwise, hands to the screens. We're doing it. Boom. We start jacking, jabbing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. 45 seconds, 4 movements. You can do it. Push. Pick a focal point. Imagine that's your opponent. Maybe I mix it up. Maybe I feel like I need a little bit of a break, but I'm still moving, right? So that cardio can go down to low impact. Get it done, team. You won't do this one again today. Jack and jab, one of my favorite cardio combos. You're done in 4, 3, 2. This one's the coordinated one. Ham curl first, fist to fist, right in front of your sternum, right in front of your heart. Twist. Try to see behind you. I'm going to show this to you from the side again, and then all the way from the back. Low impact cardio. Just because it's low impact doesn't make it not effective, right? I still feel quite a bit of heart rate raising. You got 15 seconds. Twist it. Heels to seat. If you want to finish a little harder, 10 seconds. Get it. You've got 4, 3, 2. Step your feet together. Lateral lunge, hop. Remember, if you wanted to add those arms, so this time, instead of pulling with the elbow, I'm opening the arm all the way up. Or I could go elbow, elbow, drive it up, drive it up, drive it up. In other words, move the arms. Even if it's like you're not sure, it feels awkward, move your arms, right? Arms, get those cardio arms in. All right, last bit. Reverse lunge, jump switch, return. So when I programmed this, I was like, how do I remember which leg steps back? It's the leg that just stepped forward, right? And if you're losing it, you're like, I'm not sure. Start with the reverse lunge, maybe give it a little pulse, rise back up. And if you can find your way in that coordination, great. And if you end up doing 2 on the same leg or even 3, you're moving. It's Monday. I think that's a win. In about 5 seconds, we're going to get a 1-minute recovery. 3, 2, and that's the first block. Done. Done. All right. So in our second block, our strength block, you will need, if you have them, dumbbells. If you don't, it is not going to be the end of the world. You do not need a mat because all of this strength work will be standing. So if you can remember where your dumbbells are, like me, go ahead and set them somewhere visible. First up, we're going to do a figure 4 squat with a narrow press. So I'm going to show this to you. You're still in recovery. You've got another 20 seconds. I'm going to find balance on my left foot. My weights are going to start right in front of my collarbone here. Cross the ankle over, sit in that figure 4. Rise up and squeeze the arms up. When I rise up, just so you can see this, my palms face in, okay? That's effort 1. Are we ready? Say yes. Here we go. Foot balance, cross the ankle over, hands rack. Here we go. And rise. Mandee, what if my foot slips off my thigh? That's okay. Maybe I remove it. Maybe I, instead of this figure 4, just try to cross my ankle over my thigh a little bit and then tap my toe down. This is not meant to be the fast section of our class. In fact, I invite you to move as slowly as you can on this specific effort. Now, we're going to change the grip of the press to a wide grip with the opposite foot. So my right foot's down my left ankle, and now my palms face forward. I drop into my figure 4. I press overhead with my palms facing the front. That's a different grip, right? So we're getting a little bit different musculature in the shoulder heads. Abs in tight, just so you can see my back and the side mirror in your side view. Squeeze the seat. Woo! A lot of balancey stuff today. I'm a big fan of balance. I think it's really good for the brain. I don't just think that, I know that. And it's really good for the body. Really having to coordinate, think, It's not just about movement, it's about the connectivity between your mind and your body. 3, 2, finish this out. 1, okay, feet nice and wide apart. Left arm reaches up, right arm reaches out, like this. And then come back through center, switch it. Right arm forward, left arm out. Switch it. If you've ever taken a YouTube workout of mine or been with me through this pandemic, we've definitely done this activity with the arms. So this is a single joint combination activity, working the anterior and the mid delt. So fancy way of saying front of the shoulder, side of the shoulder, yeah? 3, 2, and 1. Keep your feet about shoulder width apart or tighter. I'm gonna balance on the left foot, turn the palms in, give myself a reverse fly, and then I'll switch my feet. I lean into this, another reverse fly, bilateral movement with the arm, showing this to you from the side. I'm hinging, I'm opening, I'm closing back down with control. Maybe my weights are too heavy for me to do this well. My biggest piece of advice is forget the load, do the range. So I'll do it with you. I'm still getting great work without having those 5 pounds in my hands. Notice the neck and head. I'm looking down at my foot. That's time. Oh, okay, so that's your 30-second rest. So far so good. We're gonna do that again, right? We only have 2 rounds of everything. So we're in the second block out of 5 blocks right now. Our next block will be core. That's what we'll need our mat. All right, so pick up your weights. This time, I start balancing on my right foot and I have a narrow grip. 3, 2, and 1, drop in. So the grip stays the same to start, but the foot is different. Last time I started balancing on my left. Woo! What if I'm not getting super low in my squat? Is that bad or good? Right? There's no wrong answer here. I'm dropping those hips back. I'm squeezing the gluteal of my right, my standing leg here. Working those weights. Back stays engaged. You got 15 more seconds. I was wondering, I'm like, man, it feels like this is an eternity. It feels like that. Good. Switch your legs, switch your grip. Drop into that figure 4. So just addressing this figure 4 squat. This is a big stretch. I feel a big stretch through the seat muscle, that piriformis group in my floating foot. If it's really uncomfortable to have the knee rotated like this, you could do a single leg, just hover. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not the same, but it's not the end, right? We're just focusing on good single leg balance. That's this whole strength set, a lot of single leg balance. Woo. Almost there. Just a couple more reps. We have the alternated front and lateral raise in 2 and 1. Feet nice and wide apart. We're getting a rest from the legs, arm work, post-exhaustion of the shoulders. Sometimes moving around the room really helps. Just know you have enough space. And one thing I want you to be mindful of, can you pause here? If you can't pause here and you're doing one of these, how effective is that? Can you maybe rise up, stick this, and then release as slow as possible? That eccentric contraction is going to create that tone in the musculature. Use the breath now. You have 5 more seconds. Let's do 1 more. 3, 2, single leg balance. So showing this to you from the side, I'm going to hinge at my waist. My back is flat. My shoulders are engaged. I'm going to do that reverse fly. Rise up, and then I immediately switch my feet. So even though it's single leg balance, we're getting a little breaky boo each time. Square those hips, flex that floating foot. So my foot's not just hanging out like spaghetti land. I'm really emphasizing the pushing through the heel of that foot. Inhale, exhale. This section is all about slow, steady controlled movement. Even if that means I'm not holding weights, right? Yes, 3, 2, and that's the end of your block 2. So you get rest, take it. So far, so good. Now, in this next section, I would use a mat, personally. If you don't have a yoga mat, a bath mat is great because it's going to give you that same support, and also it's sticky to the ground, so it won't move on you while you're moving. So in the warm-up, I showed this activity to you full boat. And again, if being on the hands is really not working, that's okay. I'll show you a modification here. Hands, I lift off the knees, I rotate, and I switch. Mandy, what if I'm not going to be on the hands today? Come on down to the forearms, lift off the knees, twist the hips, twist the hips. So that's going to be a way to modify that. We're going to start on the mat in all fours. 3, 2, I'm going to show this sideways. I think it was really effective that way. Curl the toes, I twist, and I switch. Now in this core section, I would say it's more about controlled movement over speed. So less concerned with quantity, more concerned with quality engagement. So if you're dumping into the shoulders, see if you can slow yourself down or even set your knees down between each rep. So here's a great indicator here. So knees lift, I reach, maybe I set the knees down, and I do it again. Yeah? Keep going with it. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, no weights. You're in a kneeling position. You're gonna lean or pitch your body forward. Arms are gonna start here. Reach and pull, switch, reach and pull, switch. So I'm having to stabilize through my core as I lean myself more and more forward. This is actually a lot harder, losing my balance, than it looks. Now in the second round, what could I do to make this harder? I could add my dumbbells, right? I mean, 5 pounds would be rough, but you know, remember it's only 45 seconds of your entire day. Good, and if I want to make this harder, I take one arm all the way overhead with it. Good, 2 and 1. Come on down to your forearms. Bring yourself to plank. Breathe in, then slowly set the knees down. Take an exhale, pop your way back up. Hold, breathe in, and then bring your knees back to the mat. Good, pop yourself back up to forearm plank with the knees straight. Lower down. Pop yourself up and wide. Hold and squeeze. Breathe in, set the knees down. Do it again. Pop yourself up, regular plank. So that means in that position, I've got my feet narrow. Drop the knees. Pop your way up wide. Hold. That is time. Flip your way over onto your back. Head can stay down. Feet flex. Push my hands into my thighs. Lower back glued to the mat. Now, if I want to make this harder, I'm going to curl my head, neck, and shoulders up. Look down the bridge of my nose. I want you to push your thighs into your hands and your hands into your thighs. So you're creating your own resistance with your lower body and upper body connecting. If you feel it in the back of your neck, tuck your chin so you're looking down towards your groin. You're there in 8 seconds. Static hold. We don't have another static hold today. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so that's the first set of your core work. I'm sweating. What? Sweating during a workout? Who am I? All right, so we're going to do that again, yes? I invite you to go slow on this reach across and twist. Take care of your shoulders. Make sure the hands load directly underneath them, right? Because if I'm way out here, it's going to be much harder for me to stabilize. Grab your weights, bring them down with you if you want to try that kneeling position with them. And join me here. Here we go. Knees lift. I twist, I reach. I twist, I reach. I'm going to pause here. Notice the shoulder. Am I dumping into it? No, I'm pressing away from the ground. Is it okay if I don't touch my foot? Yes. So again, pushing the shoulder away, aiming for the foot. Twist. And if you need to see that modification again, I'm on my forearms, I'm twisting my knees, alternating my sides. So I'm still getting that same twisting through the torso, or rather the hips, but I'm not having to put any pressure on my hands. 3, 2, and if you want to come with me on these weights, I'll try to do it as long as I can. I don't think it's going to be very long. We'll see. Reach and pull, return. Reach and pull, return. Reach and pull, return. How far can I lean forward without letting my back round? So if you look, you can see my feet are like getting super light because all the weight is forward. So I really have to control this through my core. Reach and pull. Yep. 8 seconds. You can do it. Next up, we've got that forearm plank pop version. So just be aware of that. Set your weights down and find your forearm plank with your feet narrow. I'll turn myself a little diagonally here. Hold, breathe in. Set the knees down. Pop your legs up. Hold. So it's a wide-legged forearm plank. Set the knees down. And then we pop back to the narrow forearm plank. Why would I do that? The narrow one is a little less stable because my feet are close together. The wide one, I got a lot more stability, and it's a nice little resistance hold in that upper core area. So just changing the legs up a little bit to make it a little more creative. 3, 2, wherever you're at, come on down. We're gonna bring it into the back body here. Knees, this time maybe together, maybe point the toes. Head stays lifted. Push the hands forward, pull the knees back. Now notice what happens to my shoulders here. If my shoulders are this way, drop them into the sockets and use the arm strength. Push and pull. So it's a little tug of war between my thighs and my arms to create tension right here in my midsection, my abdominal wall. And again, the head could be down here. The head could be completely relaxed, or it could be on a pillow. There's a lot of different ways to make this exercise work for your body. This is 3, this is 2, and that is time. Take a quick minute to rest. Our next section is strength. We're gonna leave our mat out. You will want your 5s or your weights, or if you don't have weights, you'll probably just want your mat here. And we're gonna get into this next challenge. Yeah, I actually don't think you really need your mat if you don't want it. I'm like looking at my plan and going, wait a second, do I need a mat? Nah, we don't need a mat. 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna take my mat and fold it up actually. I changed my mind. All right, so grab your dumbbells. We still have plenty of time. You got 20 seconds. I'm gonna show you this first movement and then we'll do it together. Okay, so I only really need one, but I'll demonstrate with both. My feet are nice and wide apart. I'm gonna pivot, punch, reach up, and return. Pivot, punch, reach up, and return. Okay, come with me here. 3, 2, and 1. Pivot, punch, reach, and return. Pivot, punch, reach. Actually, I'm really glad I have both my weights. Pivot, punch, reach up. But if, let's say, I'm like, ooh, I got 26 more seconds, and I don't know how long I can make that last, I could set one dumbbell down and just hold one, yes? Pivot, punch, reach up, return. Pivot, punch, reach, and return. 8 seconds, and return. Let's do this last one. Punch, reach, and return. Okay, you only need one dumbbell here. Balance on the left. It's gonna go around the left shoulder, same direction. My right foot is off the ground, and I am squeezing the glute of my left, my balancing foot. We're going in one direction. So I'm going around the left, which means in our next bit of strength, hello shoulders, I'll go around the right. Easy way to remember this, the balancing leg is the direction you're going in. Switch your feet. Pick up that left foot, we go around the right shoulder. So there is a soft micro bend in my right knee. I'm not extending the leg so straight that it hurts the back of my knee. So we want to maintain some control and some spring inside of that knee joint on the right. This shoulder work above the head isn't for everybody's shoulders. If you're like, wow, this is really not working for me, then I would say set the dumbbell down. See how you do with just bringing your fingertips together, coming to that right shoulder, coming to the left shoulder, and just see how that feels. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last bit. Woo, there we go. We both need both weights. Step your feet together at the top of your mat, bend your elbows. I'm gonna come into that curtsy, double arm kick back. Curtsy, double arm kick, triceps kick back, yeah? So in this positioning, I'm leaning my body forward. In the warm-up, we did these curtsy lunges. If the curtsy feels like uncomfortable on the knee, you could just come straight back to triceps kicks, return and switch to triceps kicks. That's time, set the dumbbells down. Okay, so far so good. We're just gonna do all of that strength block one more time. This is block 4. We have 5 blocks. So we'll do one more block, and the last block we're doing today is cardio. Okay, 30 seconds goes by super fast. So if you want, you could grab one dumbbell, or if you want, grab both. I'm gonna try both for as long as I can. Bring my feet wide apart. So I'm gonna pivot, punch, reach up, chop, return. Pivot, punch, reach, and return. Pivot, punch. So I'm really working my ankle mobility here. That's really good because the ankles are supposed to be mobile. Once upon a time, I used to sprain my ankles all the time back when I was younger. This is a great training tool as I, get older, as we all do, to really work those muscles in the feet, the ankles, and the calves. 3, 2, and 1. So again, if you want to do both dumbbells, you could. So I'm going to balance on my right foot. I'm going to go around the head. I'm going to go around the head. So again, right foot, right halo. Around the right ear, behind the skull. Return to the heart. Take a little break if you need it. Could I kickstand my foot? Sure, I'm still getting great work. If I'm really struggling with that single leg balance, that's a great way to split the difference. Not just waiting for the time to lapse, checking your phone, checking in on your kids. See if you can stay in the zone. Britney Spears. 3, 2, switch your feet. In fact, this is kind of funny. It's one of the first playlists in a really long time that I have not used a Britney track. So, all right, sometimes you just gotta change it up. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I can handle my 2 dumbbells much longer. I got 25 more seconds going around that shoulder of the left. My shoulders are already starting to go, wait a second here, wait. So if that's you and you're losing posture, you're losing that alignment, drop off a dumbbell. Keep going. You got 15 more seconds. I'm balancing on the left and going around the left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pick up your second dumbbell. We've got our double triceps kick back from that curtsy. So bring it back, kick, kick again, return. Bring it back, kick again, and return. Again, not worried about speed at all here. In fact, can you go slower? I'll show this to you from the side. I'm really leaning forward. I'm really getting into that transverse plane with my legs. My elbows are beyond my rib cage. Good. When you stand, just find that balance with both your legs for a moment. 3, 2, finish the kickbacks, and you're done with that strength block. So in our final set of movement today, all you need is yourself. This section, this is like don't take yourself too seriously section, okay? There's some dancing involved if you want. Do you have to dance? No, I'm not your mom, you do you. Okay, so you got about 30 seconds and we're gonna start with the running man. So elbows aim back. Oh, I lost my train of thought here. I'm sliding my feet back. That's gonna be your first challenge. If you're not jumping, that's okay. Step it back and row the arms, okay? Because that's really gonna be the star of that show. That's the first thing. Second thing, we're gonna do the 90s kicks. All right, that's your second piece. And we'll do the rest as we go. We ready? 45 seconds, running man. 3, 2, 1, we go. There's no wrong answer here. If you're really like, I do not know what she's doing, then do you. Here's the deal. I've said this today already, I'll say it again. There's no wrong answer on these. There's no wrong answer. If I'm jumping and it's like not working out, steps, steps. Yeah, you got it. 3, 2, 90s kicks. My John Hughes tribute. And if I'm not jumping this one, heel tap, heel tap, heel tap. Get your elbows, get that torso. You got it. These look good. I like all these varieties. Have a little fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Just let loose. Can you give me your arm bigger? 8 seconds left. We have a side kick alternating. This one's a little more basic. So kick and switch, kick, switch, kick, switch. Can you keep up with the beat? Kick, switch. Just changing my perspectives here. You don't have to bounce around your room, but please don't kick anything. Be aware of your space. Kick, kick. We have one thing left to learn, then we repeat and we're done. Good, finish it out. We're done in 4, 3, 2, find me in sumo. So, it's part of the warm up. Guard the face, cross punch. Pretty simple here, but could I make it more complex? Yes, lower and higher. Lower and higher. Oh, hi there. How you doing? Late to the workout. I mean, girl, we got 4 minutes left. Yeah, you know those types of folks. They come in late, they leave early. Come on, Amy, let's go. 10 seconds. She's like, no, I'm good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. One more time. That's it. See, she leaves early. I'm not in charge. All right. Last time through. Oh my gosh. You got 10 seconds. Make yourself the promise that you're going to do all of this. You're not going to give in. We're going to finish. Yes? Running man. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Elbows out. They're below the shoulders. Dragging my toes back. If I'm not jumping, showing you this again, I take my step back, step back, step back, step back. right? Every day is different. If you're like, yeah, today I'm not jumping, forget that. Then do that. Okay, you got it. Just a few more seconds. You got it. Yes, Michelle. Yes, Joy, that's done. Get it, Rachel. Yes, Mary. Get it, Diana. Have some fun, team. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're in that 90s John Hughes right here. Maybe you snap your fingers. We wear those long trench coats. I'm right on that beat. But do you have to be? No. Maybe you're not going to listen to the same music. It's okay. By the way, I'm always open to music suggestions, movement suggestions. You know, the world's our oyster. We will not have a workout on Labor Day, Monday. So next week, yes. Following week, no. Just a few more seconds. Side kicks, here we go. Side, switch. After those 2 high impacts, low impact. Exhale, push. How high can you kick? We're working that outer hip. Yes, lean. If you're not leaning, you're not gonna get that leg up as high, right? Lean, kick. Look how far I'm leaning. Can you lean even farther than comfort allows? Yeah, get out of that comfort zone. If you fall over, guess what? Nobody sees it. 3, 2, meet me in sumo. Guard the face. Cross, cross. So I am bouncing my hips a little bit. And if I want to add a little balance element, I could lift those heels and continue. Maybe add a little lower, add a little higher. So adding the balance element, getting that cardio element. Theme today is twist. So much going on, but guess what? Finish line in 20. Cross. See your target. Cross. Can you get a little lower? My legs are shaking too. I too am human. Count with me. 8 seconds left. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. All right. Last track today is Santa Gold. If you have your playlist ready to go, let's move it there. If it's not already there, I'll run the road. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick stretch. We're gonna start with the piriformis, so cross the ankle over, sit in that figure 4 squat, rolling ankle joint around. A lot of ankle work today. So we wanna give that ankle a chance to get that blood flowing through. Grab for the foot, hug the knees together, kick back with that foot. Let me see if I can turn myself without losing my balance. Nope. I'm driving that toe back to the back wall. Switch your feet. Balance on the right, cross over the left, sit in that figure 4. Team, it just turned 1:15. Let's see if we can just do a couple more stretches and we'll call it. Rise up, catch that foot. Kick that foot back. Reach the opposing arm forward for the counterbalance. That's what I didn't do on the other side, which made it my struggle list. Yeah? Good. Bring the feet wide apart. Hands on the thighs. Drop the shoulder of the left. And then drop the shoulder of the right. One more time. A lot of shoulder work today. Come back to the center. Round your back. Tuck your chin. Open out. Again, round the back. Tuck everything in. Open out. Step your feet together. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open the chest. Drop the chin. Walk the ear over to the right. Back through center. Over to the left. Back through center. Give yourselves a hug. You made it. You made it. We did it.